You're live. Right. Okay. In order for me to respect the public, let me just put my t-shirt on. Right. What you want to talk about, Mark?
Machino. I mean, like, can speak about everything. First of all, okay, right now, just have to welcome the viewers. Hi to the viewers, whoever's going to be watching, whoever's watching right now, and whoever's going to be watching after this. This is the Mark and Dennis talking about everything and anything. You understand? Please don't mind the writing. Forget about this.
It's part of it.
Forget about this.
It's part of it.
If you are good enough. Sorry about that, man. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about everything and everything on this podcast. We got Mr. D, Dennis Machino, and we got Mark Mzeje, and yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, Mark is he is a professional rapper. So, what's your rapping name?
Georgie Zamdela.
Georgie Zamdela, and Georgie Zamdela was on Isidingo. He's calling himself Georgie Zamdela.
Maybe at the end of the show I'll do a few lines, man. Just a few lines. Nothing.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't bite his tongue anyway. So,
But anyway,
yeah.
But anyways, what I wanted to speak. I'm sure a lot of people also want to hear about this, and I'm sure a lot of people do not know about this because I only found this out. I think about 2 days ago when you told me about this, which was the Maslow's law.
Oh, Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Exactly, hierarchy of needs and how it works. It was very, very interesting to me because it was mind blowing. Because I've never actually heard about something like that. So, I just wanted for us to start there and what is the Maslow's law and what does it do for a person and how can it help you?
Okay. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Normally, when you go and you study business, especially if you go and you study further, you go into your BCom and you go into your MBA, and that it tells you priorities in terms of what people are earning.
Yeah.
Your popo is ringing.
Maybe once I start making money out of this, then I start getting a better one. Hello.
He's answering your phone during your podcast.
Sorry about that, guys.
All right. Anyway, let's get back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Right. Maslow's hierarchy of needs are needs that are essential to people. Okay. What Maslow said is that these are the needs that we need. Right.
Yeah.
Meaning, for example, you can't live without breathing. That's a generic need.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Then he's saying you need food, you need water, you understand? You need sleep, you need clothing, and you need reproduction.
That's the fundamentals. Those are the fundamentals.
Those are the fundamentals. But however, you can live without clothing and you can live without reproduction.
Yeah.
But however, air, water, food, shelter, and sleep is what you need in order for you to live as a human being. Those are called the physiological needs. Okay. So when we look at business, out of that need, we said that there's air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction. How can we best capitalize in terms of business with any of those things there?
Well, there's a lot of things that are there where you can capitalize on.
Okay.
If you're a person, exactly there's essential things that's there. Water, first of all. There's people that are selling water free. There's people that are selling water.
100%. 100%.
Yes. Food. We need food.
100%.
Farming and doing all those things for you to be able to sell the food. You farm then you sell the food, then you make the profits and you make the money.
Let's talk about air. Do you know that in China, the most populated areas in China, they sell air in a bag. And that's a business on its own. No. They sell purified air where you buy air in a bag and you can just breathe the air and it costs you like $3. Seriously.
Okay, so and how long would that last? Let's just say you buy air
No,
for
just
$3. And how long does it last you for? Like, and is there a specific time does it last you for like an hour?
There's so much pollution in the middle of China that the people there are breathing in unpolluted air every time. So when you walk in the street, you're breathing like gases, you bring anything, but for you it's natural because that's what your body is accustomed to and what it knows. But however, you can go to a store and buy air in a bag, which is purified air, and just breathe it. Yeah, you're cool now.
That's something I've never heard of. That's something I've never heard of.
Yeah.
You can buy it.
So you can actually.
I know there's oxygen gas tanks.
No, oxygen gas tanks. That is stuff that's made up.
Yes.
These guys, what they do is they go into the middle of the mountain where it's like purified air, and they actually catch the air like that, and they see. Seriously, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. You can Google that. You can go Google that shit. I'm telling you.
How the hell do they catch the?
No, that's what they do. I mean, it's like you wait for a high wind, and you hold your plastic bag, and then the high wind blows the air in there, and then you capture it.
Okay, let's make an example.
No, but there's no air here.
There is air. What are you breathing?
No, but you can't capture the air unless there's wind.
But wait, I'm trying to make an example. So they would actually catch that. This is a bag, and they catch the air.
Yeah, they catch the air.
They have the air.
Yes, and then they sell it in plastic bags. Seriously. That's China. Anyway, you guys, you know, when you go to China, you can buy anything. You know what I'm saying? You can even buy a personality in China. So China, you can get anything. Right, then let's move on to shelter.
Yeah, shelter.
Why is shelter so important for people?
Well, I mean, first of all, shelter. I mean, you need a roof over your head.
You need a roof over your head.
You need a roof over your head. A place to stay, especially if you are.
Does that roof mean that you need to go buy a place?
Not necessarily. You can build a place, but you still need to build the resources to buy the resources to build a place.
What resources? Okay,
you still need to buy the
let's
bricks, you still need to buy the sand, you still need to buy anything.
No. Let's say in South Africa we say that I'm a para. I live on the street.
Yeah.
So if I'm living on the street, where do I have money to go buy something? But yet I do know that I need shelter. And this is part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that I do need shelter. So how am I going to make shelter on my own?
So okay.
I don't have money.
Okay, so let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. Then you trying to tell me that shelter means a place where I can sleep. It doesn't have to have a roof. It doesn't have to be a closed up space with doors. As long as it's a place where I can sleep. So if I can find a corner here downstairs on the street and take this corner and say, okay, I'm going to sleep here. That is all of a sudden that is my shelter.
No, but now you have to be like realistic. Okay, there's a lot of people that are doing that.
That's what you were saying. A para will sleep on the side
that's fine,
outside a shop. And that is his shelter. That's where he sleeps every night.
That is fine. You see, what happens is that a homeless person will sleep wherever they can sleep, but they will find themselves a corner. But in actual fact, if you think about it, if a person goes out and goes and sleep by the beach side, they can actually take branches and whatever and put leaves on top and then make that their shelter. You get what I'm saying? This is when we talk about shelter, we're talking longevity. We're not talking for the now. We're talking for the long term. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that homeless person is going to live anywhere for now, but after a while, they're going to see, hey, the rain is hitting me. Hey, I'm getting cold. Hey, I'm doing this. So now what do I need to do next in order for me to be completely sheltered? And everybody does get to that transition. In the beginning, they'll sleep on the street. But eventually, they'll get to that. If you find out, if you look at most people that are on the street, homeless or whatever, we call them paras, as I say in South Africa. They're smoking, their drugs, etc. Eventually, they come and start hustling, and then when they hustle, what happens? They then hustle for like a 50 rand, 100 rand to go sleep in a shelter.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So eventually, they'll start on the street, but then they will upgrade themselves. And that's what happens in most cases. You understand?
Yeah.
So Maslow was saying everybody needs air, water, food, shelter, sleep. Those are the primary things that we need, whether we like it or not. Clothing and reproduction. Clothing was bought in to say, okay, laws came in to say, no, you can't walk naked. You can't show your 4-5 everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? So clothing was made later on,
Yeah.
but you see, I've always
Nobody
got.
was born. It wasn't just not like you were born.
Yeah.
You were born with clothes.
I've always got a problem now. I've always got a problem with the clothing thing because if we go back before there were clothes, when we were cavemen, remember I told you about Darwin's law or Darwin's evolution,
Yeah, evolution.
right? We grew from apes, etc.
Yeah.
You think when we were apes, we were wearing clothes?
No.
No,
Obviously not.
we weren't wearing clothes. So that's where sometimes I got a problem, especially I'm using clothing to get to a different platform. Sometimes when we talk about religion and we talk about law, those things were imposed upon us, not according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
And I just sort of find, and you know, okay, just speaking of the body and everything,
Yeah.
how did it come about to say, okay, these are private parts? To find out, okay, these are in your body, these things are the private part. Why are those so private?
Yeah,
Why your face is not private? Why
I'll
your
explain
hands
that.
are not private?
I'll explain
Why
that.
your
Yes.
mouth is not private? So anything, because they're also important features of your body.
Yeah, because through religion and education, and people being conscientized, being where they are to say, there's laws now. Okay, no, we don't want to see his private part. We don't want to. They call it a private part. But if we go back to the animal kingdom, do we say lions hide their peepees? Dogs, I mean, you see a dog running there and you can see that red thing coming out. That's the animal kingdom. We came from the animal kingdom, but because we are super species, we then came up with these types of laws through laws, religion, etc., to say, no, now you need to put clothes on. You understand what I'm saying? But humans, we the ultimate superior animal, if you think of it. There's nothing stopping us from walking naked, all of us. There's absolutely nothing stopping us. But because now what happens is,
They're arrested.
no, what happens is, Mark, you got a girlfriend. You love your girlfriend. You are dedicated to your girlfriend and you want her to be dedicated to you or your wife, whatever. Now you don't want another man to look there.
That is true.
You understand? And that's exactly what brought that law into place. That we must all get dressed. We must have, because of human feelings, because of that. You understand all of that? But if we weren't conscientized and we were still living in the animal environment, I wouldn't care whether my wife is walking naked or not. But however, also in the animal kingdom, there is the dominance of the superior animal. So for example now, a lion, I'm giving you that, in the animal pride, a lion can come in, he's got his pride. Now he goes to the next pride and he wants to take the pride out, he fights against that male. Then what happens? He takes over. The females as well. That's how it works.
Taking the whole crew.
And the females in the animal kingdom, the females are obligated to go to the strongest male because the strongest male produces the strongest sibling or children or whatever. Yeah. But you understand? So all the stuff, bro, is intertwined. It's intertwined. It's just a matter of we think of it as it is, as like a channel.
Yeah.
But if you go deeper, and in most cases, us as human beings, if you compare human beings and the animal kingdom, we are the superior animal. There's not much difference. It's just that we have the education, we got the way to think, and therefore we say no, there must be clothes on people. There must be this, that, and we come up with these laws. You understand? So that's where the clothing comes in, and then reproduction. Don't you want children?
Yes, I do.
You do.
But not everyone does.
But when we also talk about children, we're going to get to this part here, which says that you need intimacy, which is love and belonging.
I mean, I would think everyone would want love and belonging.
Yeah.
Anyone would want intimacy, but not everyone wants it.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. When you're sitting alone in your bedroom and you feel sexy for yourself, and you start now doing it to yourself, is that intimacy? Is that? But obviously, it can't be reproduction because you need a sperm and an egg and whatever.
Yes, it is. It's self-intimacy. Yes.
Self-intimacy.
Yes, it is.
How often do you do it?
So, come on now. Why? Hey.
Just asking. How much do you love yourself? How much do you love yourself? All right, let's get to the next one. This is Maslow's hierarchy of needs we're discussing now. Let's get to safety needs. Okay, safety needs says personal security, employment, resources, health, and property. Okay, some of those intertwine with each other, right? Personal security. What's your understanding about that in Maslow's?
I would think when personal security comes to, first of all, there's a saying I once heard that I'd rather be a soldier I'd rather be a soldier in a garden than a gardener in war. Something like that. I'm not really sure, but
I don't even know the saying.
It's speaking about like I'd rather be dangerous and be able to fight and be able to do anything, even if there's no war, even if I'm at peace, even if I don't have to fight all the time. Then be at a war and be a gardener. You understand? Be where there's always fighting in a place that's dangerous and I don't even know how to fight. So I wouldn't be able to protect myself. So it's something like that. But my understanding of it was quite different how I understood.
Okay.
I understood it.
So let me explain. Personal security. Personal security means at any given time, when you're walking in the street or whatever, you are alert that people mustn't come and harm you. All the time. Yeah, you do get one time when people they come with a knife or come with a gun and take your belongings, etc. But in most cases, most of the time when you're walking around, you're always alert to say, hey, nobody must come next to me. Yes. I don't know if you understand. So personal security, that's what they mean in terms of Maslow. Everybody needs that sense of personal security within them.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you get those type of people who just you see them, you see that they just can't fight for themselves.
Yeah, but still they can't fight for themselves, but still they still got that sense of personal security for themselves.
The awareness
according to their strength, obviously, but everybody, bro, whenever you walk or whatever, you always aware. You searching your pockets, you holding yourself. It's one of those things. You understand?
When someone bumps you in town.
Yeah, somebody bumps you and then you're like, hey, what kind?
Hold your pocket.
Yeah.
my shit's still there.
Is my shit still there? Yeah. Then they say you need employment. And all, guys, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs means to fulfill yourself as a perfect person who has obviously had the opportunities in order for you to be where you are. That's basically what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean like everybody is going to get employed, or you understand what I'm saying? But describing, that's why I say the only time you really learn about Maslow's hierarchy of needs is when you studying a BCom, or you're studying business, or you're studying to be MBA, etc. So it means that you've made it to that point in order for you to understand and live according to these things. You understand what I'm saying? So when they talk about employment, not everybody can get employed. That one we're scrapping out. But we're saying in order for you to fulfill your life as a person who's educated and got employment, etc., employment is part of your safety need. Because if you're employed, you can buy your family a house. You can buy them, you can rent a house for them. You can do that, do. You understand? So it's talking about that. It's talking about a person. Okay, certain things are talking about people that don't have jobs, which where we talk about air, food, whatever. But certain things in Maslow's hierarchy of needs talk about the person who's got a job and that you do need employment in order for you to be able to look after your family, etc. Because in physiological needs, you would have reproduced maybe a child or whatever. Now you need safety needs. You need to now protect your family. You need to protect your family, maybe get ADT at your house, get security guards or whatever. Then you need employment in order for you to look after your family, etc. Then we talk about safety needs, resources. You need those resources, but sometimes resources are connections. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you can buy the resources because now you've got employment. And then health. We always go back to health.
That's very important.
Health. Look after your health. Yes. Eat properly so that you can be able to look after your family. Okay.
Exactly. I mean, like I was
and then sorry to disturb you. And then property is the last one. So property, security, and personal. You understand? All works together.
I was watching, just speaking about the health one. I was watching like how health is so important. Like I was watching, and I think it was a small clip of video. A guy was saying, "You'd be happy if I had to give you 10 million right now, right? You would take that 10 million."
Well, me, yes. I wouldn't.
No, if I had to give you 10 million, say yes, 10 million. No, there's no strings attached. There's 10 million rand.
I would then ask you, is there more money you can give me?
No, I'm giving you 10 million.
That's 10 million. That's all you give me.
What you do with the 10 million? No, what you do?
But there's nothing more you're going to give me.
There's nothing more.
Okay, 10 million, I'll take it.
You will take 10 million.
Yeah, I'll take it.
But what if I said, I'm going to give you 10 million, but tomorrow you die?
You see, now you're coming up with a different angle.
You see, now it's different now.
No, now you're coming up with a different angle.
I'm trying to show you how health is important now. Now money is no more important.
No, let me tell you what. No problem. I would take the 10 million. If you tell me tomorrow I'm going to die, at least I know the 10 million is going to support my family.
At least. You can, that's
how I think.
A wise decision.
That's how I think.
But it's going back to, you see how important, like, say, as money is important, but you see how also health is important.
Health is important. So the other thing, guys, is that you see, once you become responsible for somebody, you have children and so on and so forth, money can't buy you. If somebody came to me and said, no, there's 10 million, but you're going to die the next day, I would think of my family, my children, their life. That 10 million I give them is going to be my legacy to them. You get what I'm saying? That's my legacy to them. But not everybody is going to take it that way. You understand? For me, I'll take the 10 million. Right, guys, I got 10 million. Before I die the next day, I would then sit down and brief my family how they're going to make that 10 million into 100 million. You understand? That's how I deal with it. Right, guys? There's 10 million. I'm going tomorrow. I love you, everything. But listen, this 10 million, this is what you must do. Did I do? Please. Otherwise, I'm going to haunt you.
but you see, but you know, it also goes back to what is it? Financial education. So, you know, to have to just get 10 million as a person, It's not child's play. That's because you think you get 10 million, now you think you're gonna be able to make 100. It's not child's play. Financial education is
You
very
bought something
important.
up, Mark,
We've
which
never
is
had
you,
never had even 100,000, even 20,000 in your account. Now how are you gonna take care of 10 million?
you bought something that is very, very important. Very, very important. Financial education. Now, in all our schools, they do not teach our children how to deal with money. Hence, there's a lot of poverty, right, in South Africa. If you can teach children financial education from the time they're in primary school, and I'll tell you what, my daughter knows it. She's 10 years old. My man, she's already got money saved up for herself. Whatever money I give her, she puts there. Then she comes back and asks me for money. And I say, no, but I gave you money the other day. She said, no, 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 no. That's not your money. That money is my money. Blah, blah, blah. She knows.
She knows. She's already stashed that money. She's trying to make more money.
Up to even my son, who's 22 years old, he's now a trader now. He's trading, he's making money, etc., and so on and so forth. Financial education is not taught to children. Fortunately, me, I taught my children early enough to say, hey. But me, myself, I don't know how to keep money. Because I never had the financial education. Up until I was an adult.
100%. Because the reason why I bring that up, you see a lot, especially in the location, you see a lot of these cats. Now I have a lot of friends who their parents died. Hey, their mom left them 2 million. You understand? I mean, me and this guy, we've been hustling. We never even had even 10,000 rand in our bank account. I don't expect him now because he's gotten 2 million now to be able so wise to be able to flip that 2 million
over a period of time.
He's never even been able to. We can't even flip $100. Every time we get $100, we think of the first beer. We think, hey, let's say no man.
Now guess what? You're
So
lucky, yeah. You're lucky, you know me.
Exactly. So I look at those guys. No, I mean, financial education is very important.
It's very important.
Don't expect him to be able to flip that money because he's never had that.
He's never had that type of money.
All of a sudden.
But however, at least you know me now. So for anybody who gives me 100,000, I'm giving you an example. Your 100,000 is guaranteed. And then I'll give you 6% every month for the next 5 years of the 100,000. So from 100,000, you'll be earning what, 6,000 rand every single month, guaranteed. And your 100,000 is guaranteed. After 5 years, you'll get your 100,000 back.
Plus passive income.
No.
Yeah, you get the 6,000 every month.
Yeah, that is sort of passive income, but after 5 years, it stops.
Oh, after 5 years, it stops.
Yeah, because I give you back your 100,000. You understand? So it's 100,000, you get 6,000 rand every month for the next 5 years. But, however, if you want that passive income you're talking about, then you'd put your money, 100,000, for the next 10 or 20 years. Then for the next 10, 20 years, you earning 6,000 rand every single month for the next 10, 20 years. That's what we call, you see, passive income stretches over 15 years. It's not just for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years. While we're on this, what makes a millionaire in South Africa? How much money do you need to have in your bank account for you to be regarded as a millionaire?
I would say it has to be over 2 or 3 million.
It has to be 15 million.
15 million.
Once you got 15 million rand in your account, you are then regarded as a millionaire.
So okay. So I'm let's just say this is me.
So you're a hyper millionaire. Okay. You're above the 15,000 bracket.
let's just say this is me. I've got a house. My house cost 3.5 million. Sorry, I'm not. Listen, my house cost 3.5 million. We've got AMG C63 probably cost.
Which doesn't belong to you. It still belongs to the bank.
Yes, okay. It still belongs to the bank. It costs about 1.2 million.
Yeah.
I have a business. That I'm running. Probably let's just say I own a couple of salons. They every month make me about 100,000 every month. All these salons make about 100,000 every month. So over a year in revenue, I make, let's just say, about 1.2 million to 1.3 million, 1.4 million around there every year.
Yes.
So
you're not
now,
a millionaire.
am I regarded as a millionaire?
No.
Why not?
You have to
my
make.
My house is over a million. I own a car that's over a million. I make over a million every year. Why am I not a million?
You have to have at least 15 million rand saving
Yeah.
in order for you to be a billionaire. Or you need to have at least a millionaire, sorry. Or you need to have at least up to 15 million shares in a business that are constant for you to be regarded as a millionaire. So I'll give you an example. My bro, I went to school with.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, okay.
Here
I went,
we go again.
guys,
There we
I
go
went to
again.
school with the richest man in the world, Elon Musk. Yeah. Whether he knows me, he doesn't know me, but I know him.
Hearing about this, I don't know how long we've been hearing this.
Okay, but listen to what happened, right? Elon does not have 400 million rand in his account.
He doesn't.
No. But because Tesla shares go up as a majority shareholder, that shows his worth. In SpaceX, he's got money there in SpaceX, but SpaceX is not a public company. It's still a private company, which is over $1 billion US. But because he got the most amount of shares, it shows there on paper. But he doesn't have that money in his wallet. But however, when he bought Twitter, Elon could have bought Twitter right out from his own pocket through his shares. But guess what? He's got fucking partners. Elon probably spent about 15 million.
How much you paid for Twitter?
40 billion or 50 billion, somewhere around there. But from that, he only paid a third, and he got other investors.
Let's check this.
Yeah, you can check it out. Check it out.
How much?
Elon paid for Twitter. And what about his shareholders? He didn't pay out the most of the money, boy.
Okay, it was $54, $54.20
Per share, and
Which
he
are
wanted to buy it for 44, but he never
44.
spent 44.
Okay.
He got one or two guys in the United Arab Emirates, etc. Whoever, I forgot the guy's name.
Yeah.
They invested within the 44 billion. Elon is a mother. He's fucking clever. So most of the people that invested in Twitter, I think there's 3 major or 4 major owners. He is one of the owners, and the rest are investors that said, no, Elon, we've got all faith in you. Buy Twitter. He's not the only sole owner, but he's a majority. He's a majority share owner in Twitter.
Imagine like Twitter. Like Twitter is a social media platform that allows you to connect to people all over the world. Right?
Yeah.
Now this guy, this guy.
But
so
while we talk about Twitter,
but now look at this. This allows him, and he's got companies like SpaceX and what's this?
The SpaceX, Starlink, Tesla,
Starlink,
yeah.
and
He's just started now the loop.
Now look at this. Now he's using that platform. He can use that platform once he gets it to wherever he wants to get it, to be able to then take out all these companies like SpaceX and Starlink and Tesla and everything. Because now
it's his advertising platform.
Advertising, and he owns that
platform.
Yeah. Imagine what he can do. He can absolutely advertise anything. He can influence anything, any product. 100%. He can influence.
Hey, how he influenced the American government at the moment. But anyway, that's another contention. But business-wise, guys, we're still sticking to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and we're just having these little discussions on the side. But in actual fact, Elon Musk is revolutionary in terms of targeting what is actually required. I don't know if you guys know the history. He went and took Tesla, and then he said, no, Tesla needs to be an electrical car company. Then he was buying batteries from somewhere, and then he said, no, let me go produce my own batteries. You get what I'm saying? Then that's where now, from him producing his own batteries, created Tesla home.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this is a dumb question. If it's a dumb
No.
question, I know probably 80%
No dumb
of
questions.
people don't know.
No dumb
don't know this, and they probably want Tesla. I know Tesla. I know who was this guy that created electricity? What he actually creates? What the light bulb?
Oh, you're talking about Nikola Tesla? No.
So
Nikola
how is
Tesla
it-
did not know. Edison created the light
Edison
bulb.
created
Yes,
the
yes,
light
yes.
bulb.
And Ford Company and
and
whatever.
then Tesla, and then Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
But how does this? How does Nikola Tesla come into this whole thing with Elon
Okay,
Musk?
Nikola Tesla first went to Edison years ago, and he actually worked for Edison. And then
Thomas Edison.
yeah, he worked for Thomas Edison, and then he then said to Thomas Edison, "We can do alternative power. There's AC, there's DC, AC, DC.
Yes.
You understand?" So, but Nikola Tesla said, "I can create power from nature." Thomas Edison said, "You mad?" But anyway, Tesla went and he actually created power from electrical bolts and what. But anyway, that was alternative power. And Elon Musk, from an early age, adopted alternative power to the normal power, what we know. My brother is an electrician, I don't know, he can correct me here and there. But Tesla was about alternative energy.
So
And that's why Elon Musk adopted the alternative energy to vehicles in terms of having electronic cars.
it's not using solar panels.
No. Well, he's developing something where he's going to put a solar panel on the car so you don't have to go to a charging station. He's going to do that. But what I'm saying is he revolutionized the whole battery system to the point that he was buying batteries which were expensive. Then he decided to develop his own batteries, Battery City. Then from there, he decided, hey, from this idea of batteries, let me put batteries in the house. So now the batteries are booting out the whole house. Oh, I got a Tesla, the car company. Let me do everything Tesla. So it's Tesla battery, it powers your house.
Yes.
Then it also charges your car. Blah, blah. But when the people are talking about Tesla cell phone, or whatever, that thing is not anywhere in the near future. He's not going to develop a cell phone anytime.
I don't think you.
No, you want to.
Yeah, I don't think he's in
There
the
are things on YouTube where people are saying Tesla phone. No, he explicitly said that if he sees a need for cell phones, that they need reviving, he'll do it. But at the moment, he's got to deal with One Mobile, Starlink to cell phone direct.
Yeah, using the satellite.
Using the satellite.
Because I think he's got the biggest satellite right now.
The biggest satellite
One-
constellation.
Yeah, one of them.
China will follow very soon. But he's got the biggest satellite constellation in the world.
Yeah.
But the reason for him, people don't misunderstand. The reason for him to have so many satellites is so that it can enable all his cars to be self-driving. Now, I don't know if you know how satellite internet works.
Yeah.
Satellite internet doesn't work like telecom. Telecom uses wires, cables in the ocean and everything. Satellite internet, you got a lot of satellites. They're going like this. Now, at any given time, this is your phone. You got satellite. This satellite goes there. You lose signal. But you got another satellite that's coming there. You got signal. So you always got signal on your phone. And whether it's raining or not, doesn't matter. The frequency is strong. Now, you'll ask me a question to say DSTV or OVHD always goes down when it's raining. They don't have as many satellites. They only got a few. And now what happens is it affects the signal. So that's why Elon Musk is putting pa. Eventually he's going to have over about 60,000 satellites. At any given time, you'll never have loss of internet. OVHD have only got maybe 5 or 6. DSTV have only got 5 or 6. But those companies are making so much money that they could have started their own spaceship company to put more satellites in space. Anyway, that's just my rant and rave. All right. That's deep, yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, guys, sorry, we diverse and we talk about whatever. Now we talked about physiological need: air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction. We talked about safety needs, personal security, employment, resources, health, property. We talk about love and belonging, friendship, intimacy, family, sense of connection. So you tell me, your friendships that you have, how do you value them? And are they good friendships?
Well, yeah, they definitely are. I value my friendships. You learn a lot from your friends and stuff like that. Depending on what friendship could mean. I mean, friendship, companionship, it all comes
friendship. We're not talking about companionship. We're talking friendship.
I think it's still one thing.
Friendship.
Okay, friendship. Having a friend, someone I can speak to, someone I can trust, someone I can, yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. From when you were young, you went to primary school. How many of your primary school friends are still your friends today?
Not even one.
Not even one.
Not even one.
Hello, I still got at least about 30, 40.
I mean,
that went to high school with me as well.
Hold on. I do know the guys, but I do know a couple.
But you're unassociated with them.
I'm unassociated.
So does that mean that you were friends to begin with?
We were friends at that time.
No. Was that acquaintances or was that friends to begin with?
I guess acquaintances, but acquaintances, I didn't know what an acquaintance was.
An acquaintance is
at primary school level.
But now you know what an acquaintance is.
At primary school level, like, we don't understand an acquaintance. It's friendship to you. They're my friend. But at that same time, because we're at that school, I mean, we end up growing, we branch out to different things. It doesn't mean now I hate you because I'm doing something else and you're doing something else. We're just branching out into different things.
Deranged friends. Estranged.
Exactly.
Estranged. Not deranged, estranged. Yeah. Okay, so let me go deep in terms of friendship. Friendship is something that you develop, that you can trust somebody that's almost like your hip, your extended family. You can have trust over that person. You can do anything, whatever you ask them, they'll be there, etc. A lot of people claim to be your friends, but in the long run, those people are not actually your friends, they're acquaintances. They know you. Whenever you meet each other, hey, you're having a good time, and then from there you distance yourself, and therefore you don't phone each other. You don't. That's an acquaintance friendship. Now, for me, because now I'm in a marriage situation, my friend and my best friend is actually my wife. Then I got my brother, which boils down to family as well, which is part of it. You understand? Those are my friendships. Guys, you know, to have friends can turn on you anytime.
Hey, man. Hey.
So sometimes you need to know whether you got somebody in your life because they're there and truly care for you, or you got somebody in your life for convenience. You get what I'm saying? So what I did, I got guys I grew up with, primary school, high school, and everything. Those guys, we get along, we phone each other, we visit each other, we do it. Then I can regard those as friends. And then there's those one that are looking for convenience, etc. So I've been able in the years to know which are friends and which are not. So you need to be in the same position to be able to distinguish who's friends and who are not friends. You get what I'm saying? You need to be able to distinguish it. So I'm going to also ask you a question. Out of the people that you think are friends, who is truly there for you when you're down and out? Is it normally family? Or is it normally there is that one person outside of your family?
There is that one person, but I mean, family is always the family. Family is number one.
You understand?
Because it's, with family, it's unconditional, man. It's unconditional. It doesn't matter whether.
Yeah, but sometimes siblings hate each other.
I'm not.
Sometimes siblings hate each other because our parents did more for me than they did for you, etc., etc. You understand? So there is that. It is there. You need to discuss it. But when we talk friendship, bruh, do you have somebody?
This is a friend.
Do you have somebody that you can always go to say through thick and thin, this is my bro, or this is my lady, or whatever? You got that person can do everything for you.
I would believe so. Yes, please.
Okay.
I would believe so. I'd like to believe so.
You'd like
But
to
you
believe.
never know. You know the person.
No, I got one guy. My bra, K. If I go to K for anything, K is always there for me. If he can do within his means, he'll do for me. You get what I'm saying? With no questions asked. And if he needs me, he knows he can knock at my door, 12 o'clock, 100. We grew up from primary school together. He's not my family, but he's my adopted family. And you can ask my brother, K, my man, is probably the only best friend I have got in my life. Not Jabir, he doesn't even come close. K. That's what we talk about friendship. Then intimacy. I asked you a question earlier on when you were playing with yourself there, you feel intimate by yourself.
Yeah, we had to talk about this one.
Yeah. So you're loving yourself. Guys, Mark says he's got 2 women. I don't know.
No,
That's a fallacy. Up
that's-
until guys, there's a challenge. Let him bring the 2 women here and let us meet them.
just a
But
joke.
he say he got 2 women.
Baby, that's a lie. Babe, that's a lie. That is a lie.
Oh, you got one
The
woman.
love of my life. Nobody else. It's only you.
You got one
That is a
woman.
lie. Just one. Just one.
You got one woman.
Just one. Baby, I love you.
You remind me of that
I
pirate.
love you.
You remind me of that Pirates player. They were interviewing him and said, "Hey, you scored 2 lovely babies in the back of the room." And said, "Hey," what he said? He said, "Yeah, hey, my wife always talks about maintenance or something." Now you got one woman. Okay, baby, you got one woman, right? You got one.
Just got you.
Yeah, you got one.
Okay. Let's get
But at
it.
least I was testing him, you see. I was testing him to see how loyal he is. You got one woman.
Just one.
And then
And then
she's
one.
your friend.
She's my friend. She's my lover.
And she gives you intimacy,
All I need.
everything,
Intimacy.
all you need.
Everything. She's my left limb.
No, lovely. Are you married to her?
On the works.
What's this tea? Coffee?
On the works.
You're not married to her? You married to her? No. It's in the works.
It's on the
Oh, okay. Guys,
On the works.
hopefully
So
we'll have a marriage here online.
Online marriage.
Yeah, so he can
Online
declare that he's got one woman.
I'm being proof. We get married here on this podcast.
Guys, I got one woman. That's all. That's all. My woman fucked up so many other women, so I decided no, one woman is right. So I don't fuck around. All right. So anyway, then we talk about intimacy, boy. How intimate are you with your partner? Or is it private when we go back to the physiological need? Is it private?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it? Or you don't want to talk about it?
Looking back to as we were talking about clothing and reproduction of clothing and stuff that long ago, years ago, I mean, it's not like anybody was born with clothes or anything. I mean, it's private, but all of that was put into our heads that it's private and stuff like that. So exactly as it is private, as we're talking about private, as we're speaking about
So
private
it's private.
It's private.
Your intimacy is private.
Exactly. As you also hence,
No, me, I can
hence
talk
you said-
about my intimacy. No,
hence you did say that you wouldn't like another man to look at your woman. You wouldn't like her to walk naked.
Yeah, that was talking about clothes.
Because it's private.
But I'm saying now we're talking intimacy. Are you intimate with your woman?
Yes, I am, 100%.
Are you free to talk about your intimacy?
I mean, it's between me and her.
Yeah, between you and her, but I'm going to ask you public questions now.
That's what I ask me now. That's what I ask
Can you go over 5 minutes?
On a good day, I do about 6.5.
When is a good day?
On a good day, I do about 6.5. I mean, I'm just playing. Yes, I do.
When is a good day?
A good day is a day. Is a day. I haven't been working too hard during the day, and I just come back home, man, and
Just like that happened.
Exactly.
Like you just go into the deep fryer and everything gets fried.
Exactly, man. And then you just get onto it. You just get on it.
Oh, no flop. Let's move away from the intimacy. Family?
Family, I mean.
I know you're very close with your family.
Yes,
You're very close with your brothers and sisters and everything.
100%. I mean,
Yeah.
they everything to me. Very close. Especially my mom, my brothers, my sisters. I love them. Family is very important to me because there's a lot of times, a lot of things that have happened, and I've actually also witnessed this. There's a lot of people I've met that grew up without any family, that literally grew up without any family, that actually had no one. You understand? They actually had absolutely no one. And we come to live in town and everything. You live in town and you try to hustle. Some people, if the hustle does not go right, you can still go back home. Some do not have a plan B. There's no. It has to happen. The hustle has to happen. It has to go right. They have no choice because there's no going back home if this does not work out. And that's it's very important. That's why
Family is very important. Family very important. Hey, me and family, boy, we're very close. You know what I'm saying?
You got kids and stuff like that.
And then the next section we're going to talk about is sense of connection. How you feel to be connected to the next person.
That's very important. That is very important. I mean, you don't want to sit with people you don't connect with. What's the use of sitting with people?
Yeah, but now let's say, for example, you want to start a business and then you don't know how you're going to connect with the next person. How are you going to?
What's the use of starting a business with a person you can't connect with?
Sometimes we go and do business. I don't care a hell whether I connect with you. I just need you to sell my things. You understand what I'm saying?
But exactly, even that connection, it comes from somewhere. As you need them to sell your things, why did you want them to sell? It's a sense of connection because that means there's potential that you have seen in that person that they can do this the way I want. So there is some sense of connection.
Okay.
So if there's absolutely no connection, I don't think you'd want them to sell anything for you.
I'll give you an example. How are you going to convince a prostitute to work for you? With a sense of connection. Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
When a prostitute, I mean, like,
how are you going to get her to work for you?
First of all, I need her. I'm gonna pay you. You're gonna get paid. I'm gonna pay you. There's gonna be security.
But she's using your body for what?
She's using her body, but she's a female. She doesn't have the strength to fight all these guys, and all these guys are gonna be coming. Some are not gonna want to pay. I'm the security. I'm gonna make sure they pay her. And she needs that. She needs the.
What, you're gonna hide under the bed?
No.
I don't know. You know. Why are you telling me? I know.
You're saying, I said you're nodding there. You're like, yeah. I just play. I did not know anything.
Yeah, but hey, Marky Mark. Right, let's move on to the next thing. Esteem.
Self-esteem.
Esteem. Respect, self-esteem, status, recognition, strength, and freedom.
I mean, with
Respect.
I mean, all that comes with confidence.
Hey, the other day you were hiding liquor here because you said you had respect for the old woman.
Yes, that is correct. It's correct. It's
How are you respecting her?
How am I respecting her? I mean, like, I swear, but I'm not gonna swear in front of my mom. I smoke. I'm not gonna smoke in the face, but she knows I smoke. But I'm not gonna smoke in the face. I feel like
it's a misconception. Respect is a misconception. Respect is a misconception.
Why?
Because if you drinking, you doing that to your own health. What has that got to do respect to the next person? You're doing it to you and you're doing it for your satisfaction. So how is it that you're respecting the next person? No. Respect, guys, is construed completely different, especially when we come to cultural. When we talk cultural within our culture.
Yeah, but within the culture also is different. I mean, with us as black people, us, like, and I have a lot of friends, a lot of Indian friends, I have a lot of colored friends who swear at their home. Oh, you swear at my house. You swear at my house, you dead.
Yeah, you get discipline, it's fine.
You get
but that's got nothing to do about respect.
It's respect. You're not gonna. You can't swear.
It's got nothing to do about respect. It's about the people saying to you that we do not accept this here. It's got nothing to do about respect. You know what happened to me years ago, boy? And my brother will tell you. Me, I'll drink in front of you. And then you'll say to me, hey, you got no respect towards me. I'll say to them, are you my father or my mother? Why must I respect you? You never fucking gave birth to me. Understand where the context is coming. Then I went to my mother.
That's very nice, by the way.
Then I went to my mother and I said to my mother, I said, Ma, I smoke and I drink. So I'm gonna drink and smoke. So when you come and you catch, it's not that I'm disrespecting you, it's something I'm doing for myself. You understand? So there is a level of you deciding what respect is. Okay?
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Dennis, what is in your vocab?
Yeah.
What is respect? Just explain respect.
Okay. Respect is a matter of me respecting what culture you are. Whether you want to go and do your whatever rituals, I need to have respect towards that. Respect is you going and saying, no, you in the Catholic Church, and that's your denomination. I need to have that level of respect for you to do that. So what I'm actually saying is respect is for me to allow you to be able to exercise your choice to a further matter, irrespective of your age. Irrespective of your age. Us as black people in South Africa, we say no, we can't drink in front of our mothers, in front of our fathers, etc. That's got nothing to do about respect. That's got to do about personal choice. You understand? They had the alcohol, they had everything. It was there for them. But I need to respect them in terms of religious beings, culturally, because those are things that we don't understand ourselves eternally. We don't understand how far religion goes. We don't understand how far culture goes. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. But respect is not about, Bishan can be older than me. This is my brother. I'll drink in front of him. He can't tell me, don't drink in front of me. I'll say to him, you're not my parent.
Not my mom, not my father.
But you understand what I'm saying? But he can say to me, hey, bro, I don't appreciate you eating beef in front of me. Because now it becomes religious, it becomes eternal, which I do not understand the eternal side of things. So I need to respect that. I don't know if you understand. But physical things, there's no respect. Eternal things, there's respect. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. It does. It does.
Makes sense?
Yes, it does.
100%.
It does.
Yeah.
In some sense, of way, it does.
In some sense of way, it does make sense. Eternally, we do not have. Hello, where's God? We don't have the answers. Where's God? We don't have the answers.
Nobody does.
You decide to create your own religion tomorrow. How am I going to question that?
They have. How many people have?
But you understand what I'm saying? That's eternal. That's where I need to have respect for you.
That's another topic for another day.
Yeah, we'll take it in the next section. And then, okay, let's talk about esteem here. We're talking about respect. Self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
Do you need self-esteem?
I would think so. I mean, all go with confidence and stuff. You need self-esteem.
You need confidence,
I mean,
self-esteem.
if you're gonna be using all of these needs,
For
psychology,
you to have a girlfriend, you need to actually approach her, and you need to have self-esteem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For you to be able to get all those other things.
To get all the other things in the long run. Right, then we talk about status. What is your belonging in status? We're talking here, when we talk status in life, status in business. That's what we're talking. Do you feel that you need that status?
Yes. I want to feel respected. I want to feel appreciated.
Which goes back to self-esteem.
Exactly, which goes back to self-esteem.
And goes back to respect.
Everybody would want to feel that way.
Yeah.
You understand?
100%. Then we talk about recognition. Do you feel the need to be recognized?
100% also. I mean, this whole, 100%, yes.
You feel you need to be recognized?
I would live without being recognized, but I feel the need to be recognized.
No, okay, no problem. Strength and freedom. Those are strength is within yourself, but freedom is within the hands of government. We are only as free as our dictators tell us that we're free.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Which is the government.
Yeah, which is the government. So that's one we don't have control. Then the last point is self-actualization. Desire to become the most that one can be.
Oh, that is deep. Desire to become the most that one can be. That is deep. That's
under self-actualization, there's only one point.
Yeah.
It's called desire to become the most that one can be. There's no fucking.
That sounds so deep. I feel like that's the most important thing in that.
Yeah.
Because that stems back to when you're still a kid, the dreams that you have, what you wanna be when you grow up, like what you wanna be, and your dreams and stuff like that.
100%.
Very important.
Yeah. So, Mark.
But anyways,
we went through this live stream here. Tomorrow we'll come back and discuss other things.
100%. And that is it, guys. That is everything and anything what we spoke about. We went through the hierarchy of the
Maslow's
hierarchy of needs. Yes. So you can just go and check that out. You can Google it and read about that. It's very mind-blowing. Read about it. Understand it.
But you need to understand
100%.
what it means. You understand?
Yes.
So whatever you read, don't just look at it and say, they're talking to me about self-actualization. What is self-actualization? And you need to assess the self-actualization.
Exactly. It's about not the perfect human being, but an average human being, an everyday person that goes to work, has shelter, has a family, a normal person. You understand? But some of us do not want to be normal. Some of us, people are different. But just read about it, get to know it. Exactly. And that's it for the day, guys. Till we see each other again.
Tomorrow.
100%.
If you make it to work on time. Yeah.
If I make it to work on time, you don't want to came late. You don't want to came late.
No, we're having a